It's been a long week, right? Are you ready to wind down? Why not? It's time for the Wine Time Fridays podcast with Shelley and Phil. Neither are sommeliers, but both have a deep passion for life, each other, and of course, delicious wine. And now, here to talk about this week over a glass of wine is Shelley and Phil. It's wine time! Hello and welcome to another episode of Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil on this Friday. I feel like I always say it this way. On this Friday, April 14th, 2023, episode 156. Happy Friday, Shelley. Happy Friday, Shelley. It's wine time. Ooh,
Happy
that's
Friday.
loud.
That was loud.
Today we are doing Wine Clubs Part 4, and we've got 3 wines that we're going to actually taste through, starting with this one from Myka Cellars, which is actually a part of the wine text wines. Shelley, would you mind pouring yourself, or do you want me to? Oh, there we go. And
That's a lot.
Well, it's not like we have to use this glass again.
Oh, all right.
So, it's been a whirlwind few weeks. We've been in Pahrump. We've been in San Diego. We've been all over the place.
Las Vegas?
Las
San
Vegas, that's
Francisco?
right. And San Francisco, that's right.
San Francisco.
Francisco. Let's get this started right now because we have actually a whole lot to talk about. To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and peace on earth.
I get to say peace on earth.
Oh, sorry.
Never mind.
To health, wealth, and abundance, gratitude, romance, and
Peace on earth.
there we go.
He's always stealing my lines.
I'm just so excited that we're doing this right now.
You are? Mm-hmm. There needs to be another word for excited in the human language. Like every time somebody's on a webinar, I'm so excited to present this new webinar.
Thank you so much for showing up. That's what Britney Spears used to always say. Thank you so much. I love you.
Oh.
To her audience. Anyway.
How many Britney Spears concerts did you go to?
I've been to 1.
Okay.
How many have you been to?
None.
That's
So
something sad about that.
Can you always say that she always said that?
Well, in my case, yeah.
Okay.
So we have got this Myka Cellars Chardonnay. It's a 2019 Central Coast. And the reason we are doing this one is because one of the wine clubs we're doing today is the Wine Text Wine Club, which, by the way...
It's from Gary B.
From Wine Library, and it's really very cool. We're actually going to do at Bodegas Escudero Vidal Rioja, which is an $88, it's 2008, it's an $88 wine that we bought for $19.83 through the Wine Text Last Chance sale. But that would have meant we had 3 reds tonight, and we pivoted. Yeah, we pivoted
to drink in the next few days.
2019 Myka Central Coast Chardonnay, which is a $28 Chard we got for $14.77. It was $15 on the Wine Text. So, real quick, in a nutshell, the Wine Text, you get a text once a day. They actually email you a second deal, second offer, but you get it once a day, and they're usually really, really good. And actually we're using my phone for video, so I can't even look it up. I took all these pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I could probably put it on Google Photos on my computer, but we're not going to do that. Just suffice it to say, here's a couple of the values that were on the last chance sale that we bought with this wine, which is about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. There was that Rioja, normally $88, was under $20. There was a Mendoza Vineyards R&B single Malbec, $125, Shelley. We got for $18.99.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
How do they do that?
Well, it's
They
all
buy in
about
bulk, right?
what do we suggested retail, and sometimes there's they just want to clear out some of these wines to make room for others and things like that. So we actually got 2 bottles of the Montero McLaren Vale Shiraz. Why, Shelley?
Because I love those McLaren Vale Shiraz.
Yep, that was a $45 bottle we got for $17. Let's see some other ones. $35 Chardonnay we got for $17.50. We got this one, and then a rosé, $10 off that, but a really good one, Porterhouse Oakville Cabernet Sauvignon. That's a $90 wine we got for $29. So
it is a good one.
yeah, and then the Pie that we really liked. That's an $80 wine we got for $29. So I guess what I'm saying is sign up for Wine Text. It costs you nothing. All you have to do is you do have to put your credit card in and all that stuff, because what happens is if you get this, like let's just say, in our case, we're looking for some Zinfandels. We haven't got a whole lot of Zins, right? Mm-hmm. What happens if an $80 Zin comes up for $23 on Wine Text? So what we would do is I would respond to that text with a number. And if you put the number 3 and respond, they'll send you 3 bottles. That's how easy it is. And it was better.
Be careful what you're typing.
Yeah, right. Well, so they just had a rosé last week. It was I think it was a $28 rosé, but they are so keen on it. It was a Provence rosé that they were able to sell it for $12 if you bought 36, so 3 cases, right? And those are really, really good prices, and you can kind of set things up for the summer for the rosé, if you want, and that sort of thing. So when I order these last chance wines, the case prices are free, so you don't pay for shipping. Well, 12 bottles of anything kind of runs a little spendy. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll add some of these, $10 to $15 wines in there to bring that cost down, and hope that we like the wines.
Yep.
And we generally do. You have some notes on this, and you're very, very patient over there. I'm going to sip this while I'm talking a little bit about the Myka Chardonnay.
So this Myka Chardonnay, although it was aged for a bit in what they say is light medium toast oak, so I don't know if that's American. I would think maybe it was. So 20% of it was aged in oak, and 80% of it was aged in stainless. So they say this is perfect for seafood because of the acidity. It's acid-driven. And then they posted a review by someone who gave it, I think, 90 points for last year and said it was alkaline. So I'm like, it's both. So I get some honeysuckle, definitely citrus on the nose. And you'll get that touch of vanilla on the end because there's a little bit of oak. It's not buttery really at all.
12.5% alcohol. It's generally $30 a bottle.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It tastes like 12.5% alcohol. It's light. So good for seafood.
Yeah, very good for seafood.
A Chardonnay with seafood, that's nice, actually.
Actually, the notes I have in front of me are from the 2021, not the 2019, so disregard that maybe. I don't know.
It should be
said
similar.
tech sheet. Yeah, they probably are similar. This is a fairly high producer in
Central Coast.
Yeah.
California.
What's the city? It is Diamond Springs, California.
That's probably the bottler.
No, Myka Cellars, Diamond Springs, California. Produced and bottled by Myka Cellars. Okay. Yeah. 12.5 on the alcohol, which we always like. What else do I want to say about this wine club? I just...
You love it.
I really do. Now, we don't necessarily buy a ton, but so they have these last chance sales every, couple months. And all of these wines that I've been keeping an eye on, they will have them available.
Them.
Yeah, reintroduce for even better prices. And so I think that's kind of cool, especially if we did get. Okay, so because it's Wine Library, Gary V Wine Club, sometimes we get those wines that are on wine text. And so if we really liked that particular Gary V, I'll get this wine text and we'll load up that Rioja.
And
that
the porterhouse.
And the porterhouse, that's right. There's a number of them. There's a Yara, what is that called? Urine Station. Little Chardonnay. That was $15. Now the deal on that wasn't huge, but we got $459 worth of wine on that case for $227.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
almost half off.
It's under $19 a bottle. Total price after tax and insurance $242. But here's the thing: is like we're getting really good wines. You know, Anyway, so
next wine.
Well, let's take a break. But when we come back, do we want to do Malbec or Tannat?
Let's do the Malbec.
Malbec it is. So we have got an Elsom Cellars Malbec when we come back. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays, episode 156. Shelley and I, by the way, my cord is stuck up there. Nicole Barnett, isn't she so funny?
Is she?
She texted me and said, "Can you guys do a campaign? What do they call that? A GoFundMe?" She says, "Can you guys start a GoFundMe page because you guys sound like crap with your audio?"
Oh no. These are not bad speakers.
No.
What's up with that?
It was the one where I was out of town. We did Nicole last week, or 2 weeks ago, and my sound was horrible. It was horrible. So just so you know, we have purchased a camera. We didn't quite get it all going for this episode, but next episode you just watch. This is an Elsom Cellars 2017 Malbec from Horse Heaven Hills.
Show the bottle.
I didn't show the Myka.
You didn't.
Okay, so here's the Myka. We've got to do this in order here. No, for you on audio, you didn't hear any of that because I take that out. And there's the Elsom Cellars. Now, it does look backwards, but I can turn it around.
Oh, good.
I have skills. So let's do hashtag cheersing, and then we have a lot to talk about on this. I'm really looking forward to this, by the way. I'm looking forward to all of these wines. These are all really good wines.
Mm-hmm. Hashtag cheersing.
Hashtag cheersing.
Ooh. We're just looking at it. It's chocolatey.
Yeah. It's a 17. It's 6 years old. And you could lay this down for another 5 years easy. Although we've noticed in some of these with a little sharper tannins on the front end, give it time to open up. And gosh, this has got a finish that won't quit.
It is very long finish.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Got berries on the nose. I get blackberry. I don't really get blueberry. They say there's blueberry. And hints of tarragon. I don't really get that either.
I mean, the excitement we both have on this wine is pretty cool. The Elsom Cellars Wine Club is called Corks on the Loose.
That's cute. Very cute.
And actually, I think their kids helped name that.
Really?
It's pretty cool. They have guaranteed allocation of new releases, first access to small lots and unique one-of-a-kind release wines. You've got access to their celebrated library collection, discount on renting their unique urban venue, which, by the way, Shelley, we've been to. It is a really nice little tasting room down in Soto
cool
District of
space.
Seattle. Yep. And wine club release parties. In their words, trust them. It's worth it. They are worth it. Complimentary wine tasting for you and a guest with each visit. That alone, by the way, is worth getting into the wine club. Here's the thing. You're not
If you're
paying.
going to be there.
Yeah, you're not paying for the wine club. You're paying for the wine and getting all these other things. The experiences that come along with it. It could be an NFT. Elsom Cellars was named the best Seattle tasting room by Seattle Magazine in 2021. That's pretty cool. We happen to know Jody Elsom, and she's a lot of fun. We really like Jody. And we have a lot of fun with their wines as well. By the way, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've got Monday, the 17th, is International Malbec Day. Do you think that's an accident we're having a Malbec today?
It never is.
Seldom is. I don't know about never. But this Malbec is fantastic. We have a lot of listeners in the Seattle area, and actually just met someone, Janay, and her husband Leonard on a flight recently, and they were going to be in Seattle, and so I want to give a shout out to them because they were actually going to go down to Elsom Cellars, so that's pretty cool.
I hope they do.
I hope they do too. And we have a lot of people that listen to this podcast that live in the Seattle area that have went down to Elsom and done
That
some
have
tasting.
gone down.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's Friday night, Shelley. So we really do. We can't go to the next break because we have to finish these wines. So I will say also that I want to give a shout out to my friend Curt, our friend Curt Knox. I had drinks with him down at a place called Tropicale. Tropicale? Something like that. Anyway, our server Brandy.
Was that in Palm Desert?
It was in
Palm
Palm Springs,
Springs.
yeah. And our server our server Brandy, I want to get her name right. I told her I was going to give her a shout out, but she was really kind of looking forward to listening to our podcast. So that's kind of fun.
And then you messed up her name.
Well,
She'll never listen again.
No. I said Brandy, and then I said Debbie by accident, and Brandy. So I sandwiched two rights with a wrong. Shoot me. Don't shoot me.
Don't say that in these days.
Yeah, these days. Oh my goodness. I should mention we have the Culinary Stone has wine classes again in the month of April, which we're of course on the 14th already, but because they didn't have one last week because of Easter. They've got one. They start at 3:30, go to 2 to 3:30 p.m. and $30 each. So here are some of the classes they've got. April 16th, which is coming up in 2 days on Sunday, right? How to taste wine in a week from Sunday on the 23rd. How to make wine. That's interesting. And then on the 30th, what is wine law? That one would be interesting. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all going to be interesting, but I was like, yeah, good job, Ethan, for pulling that out. So can you finish that?
No.
Oh.
Just put it in your white glass.
Okay. Here we go. Your turn. Can we say that we're really happy that our friend Matt is home now?
We can say that because we are really happy.
Well, I mean,
That happy.
sometimes we get surprised at the 25-minute mark. But don't fret. We start at 5 minutes, so we've really only done 20. Just so you know that.
I'm fretting. Okay. We're not even halfway through.
Yes, we are. So one more break. Matt, welcome back. We have to have a glass of wine with him. We have to do that soon. See you in a minute. Welcome back to Wine Time Fridays with Shelley and Phil. I just opened our third wine, which, Shelley, is actually one of our favorite off the beaten path varietals.
It is.
It's a Tannat.
It's a Tannat. What a surprise. So look at that label because it's done by a local artist down there, and that is to represent the Andes Mountains. It's very pretty.
Art of the Andes. This is from Don Rodolfo. It's a 2020 Tannat from Mendoza, Argentina. And we did this because today is Tannat Day. And honestly,
Today is Tannat.
That's funny. It's not as if we can do necessarily a wine for every wine day. We try to get close, but Tannat, I think, like Carmenere and Tannat, I think we try to get those all the time because we love these off the beaten path grapes. Mm-hmm. And this one,
this is a very healthy grape.
Very healthy, exactly. So
has lots of resveratrol. Resveratrol.
Easy for you to say.
I'm not sure if it has an R in the last syllable.
So this is not affiliated with any wine club. This is just one that we actually, a shout out to Lisa with Veers. She gets married in 2 weeks from tomorrow, I think.
I hope the weather's going to be good.
Could be inside, but anyway, congrats to Lisa.
Yes, congratulations.
We were having trouble kind of getting a Tannat that we hadn't already done. By the way, just so you know, we have featured 2 Tannats on this podcast. One was episode 103 with the Passano Tannat, and then episode 18, a Garzone Tannat. So hashtag cheersing.
Cheersing. So loud. Calm down. This on the nose is vegetal. It smells like vegetables, but it also smells like berries, dark berries.
What do you think is a bigger wine, the Malbec or the Tannat?
As far as what?
Just which is a bigger wine?
I would have said the Malbec.
I think slightly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call it Hearty?
The Tannat or the Malbec? The Malbec is Hearty.
Yeah, that's the Naked Wines wine word of the week is Hearty.
Oh.
Used to describe the full, warm, sometimes rustic quality found in red wines with high alcohol. We did not. What do you think the alcohol was on that Malbec? Just for kicks and yucks.
14.5.
It is 14.6.
Oh. Awesome one.
And that's 100% Malbec too, by the way. I don't think we mentioned that. And how about this Tannat? I'll bet it's less.
Little less.
14%.
Yep.
Yeah. So both of these are kind of bigger wines. The Malbec definitely. I agree with you. I think that Malbec was definitely. Oh yeah, let's. We can do that since it's artwork.
And they donate a portion of every bottle to a diverse group of aspiring Argentinian artists. So that's really nice. And what else was I going to say? Oh, you would pair this with strong cheeses, grilled meat dishes with a bold sauce.
Would you do baby cheeses?
If they're cheddar. Is there any baby cheddar cheeses?
I don't know, but baby cheeses, a lot of people were talking about Jesus last Sunday because of Easter.
They were talking about baby cheeses.
Baby Jesus.
Okay, stop.
Sorry. It said also grilled meat dish.
That's what I just said.
Bold sauce, yeah. Okay. I'll learn to listen.
And we didn't say what the Malbec would go with. So that one also cheddar cheeses, wild mushrooms, and lentil stew.
Ooh, lentil stew. That kind of sounds good. I must be hungry. I don't think I've had a lot to eat today.
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, so some of the wines that we've enjoyed this week, when I was with Curt having a drink, I had a Larner Transverse Syrah, which is actually really quite good. We've enjoyed the Dunham Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon, Robert Mondavi Private Selection Merlot. By the way, it's a high production, but it's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. D.H. Elliott Pinot Noir, that was from Naked Wines. You can always tell because Naked Wines puts the winemaker's name on the label.
That's so cool.
It is really cool. And then Famille Perrin Côte d'Aron.
Côte d'Aron.
That was a white blend, I think. Oh, we got that from Bottle Joy. We actually featured that about 3-4 weeks ago. And it was just as good this time as it was then. What else do we have to mention? Anything?
Part 5 of our wine club series coming up next week.
Is it really next week? Oh, it is. It is. We're not. I have to double check that because I did a little changing. Let's just real quick do this, and well, I'll take all of this out. Wine Time Fridays. Episode calendar. It's a new Evernote. It's pissing me off a little bit. Coeur d'Alene Fresh. Well, we might just have to muscle through that.
Okay.
You are correct. Part 5 of our wine club series. We have a few of these because we have wine clubs from all of the wine. Oh, we have an announcement, Shelley.
We do.
We have an announcement. Oh, we should raise a glass to this.
But it's not their wine.
It's not, but we really need to announce this. I think now.
Okay, go ahead.
Will you?
Will you go ahead?
No, will you announce it?
No, because I don't know which one we're talking about.
We have multiple announcements?
Rivara or the
Well,
other?
we already did Rivora.
I don't remember that
Yeah.
announcement.
We have now got a new sponsor, J. Bookwalter.
Yeah,
They
had great wines.
They have great wines, and
They were on episode
148.
48. That was with Edward.
With Edward, yeah. And they were so impressed with what we're doing, they wanted in. And I just think that is so cool. So thank you, Edward. Thank you, John. It's not me. It's you and your sultry voice. So to Jay Bookwalter, thank you. This will be fun. We will actually add another wine club episode that we will include them as well as Rivora. Maybe we'll do one of each on that same episode, the newer sponsors, because we did have them on as guests not too long ago. But anyway, there you go. Thank you. This is fantastic, and so is this Tannat. Okay. World Marcelin Day coming up April 27th. International Viognier Day coming up the 28th. We're actually going to do a Viognier from Naked Wines. We're going to feature one from there. Yep.
Viognier is a nice summer wine.
Yeah, it is. Boy, it comes off sweet, but they're not all sweet. Just it's got that fruitiness to it. Kind of like a dry Riesling. It's got that fruitiness, but it's 0%. Yeah. And then International Sauvignon Blanc Day on the 5th of May. National World Moscato Day. Talk about sweet. That's the 9th of May. And then National Pinot Grigio Day, the 17th of May. We're not sure if we'll be able to stomach doing a Pinot Grigio.
But we'll have a Moscato.
Maybe, yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah, but we probably
we have to represent.
We do. Again. Okay. I think we made it through all of this stuff. We have to rate these wines. Okay, let's start with
You sound like Kevin.
Kevin who? Dorfman?
Yes. No. I was wearing a red dress.
No, that was the house before. I believe it was 11:20. Yeah. So a little Monk shout out reference there. Myka Cellars, the $28 wine library wine that we got for under $15. What do you think, Shelley?
Pretty damn good.
Pretty damn good. Okay. I agree with you on that. And then we have the 2017 Elsom Cellars Malbec, which is $40 at the winery. I know what I'm going to put this one.
Practically perfect.
I'm going to go phenomenal. It's really good. It's really good. And I have it in my the one white wine glass. And then, so we'll have to figure out which one wins out. Probably yours. And then the 2020 Don Rodolfo Art of the Andes Tannat. It's a $15 or under wine. And I'm going to put, what do you say on that one?
Pretty damn good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. So there you go. We've got the announcements in the future, what we're doing next week. A special thank you to Bottle Joy and Elsom Cellars. And with a little bit of knowledge, Shelley, wine becomes a lot less overwhelming. Have an awesome weekend. We will see you next week. Actually, on YouTube, we can say, we will see you next week.
We won't see that. They will see us.
Okay, you will see us next week on YouTube.
Bye.
Thank you for spending part of your day to wind down with Shelley and Phil. Remember, you can listen to any episode of the Wine Time Fridays podcast by visiting winetimefridays.com or wherever you get your podcasts. And join us on our Wine Time Fridays Facebook page, Instagram, or on Twitter, which is @VintageTweets, for daily conversation. Until next week, here's our toast to you. To health, wealth, abundance, gratitude, peace on earth, and of course, romance.